up being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. They be on that rap to pay the...
Alright, week 1. First fucking day back out of COVID. The good thing about COVID though is it kind of forces you to stop, right? I mean, for weeks. So I'm getting my walk in with Wiles this morning. Come on, good boy. For weeks I was like, alright, I need to sit down and just do a little bit of planning, set some new targets. So that light is terrible. Set some new targets, just get a few little, you know, everything kind of shifted into alignment, but I wasn't doing it, getting caught up in the whirlwind. And then COVID's like, the universe is like, fuck yeah. Go sit down for a week, go get very clear on what you need to do, and then when you come out, boom, execute. And one of the things was, call it like vlogging, I suppose it's this here, just getting more information out there to people, especially when it comes around to training, but also just having some fun with it, you know, do things that make my body feel good. So I was like, all right, as soon as I get out of quarantine, week 1 on my walk with Wiley in the mornings. We didn't do as much walking, obviously, isolation, but as soon as I can, I was like, I'm gonna get out and just get the camera in my face and just talk. Hopefully some good stuff comes out. Come on, Wiles, come on. So back into training today. Very, very excited for it. You know, when you have like that week off and it's like your muscles are just itching by the end of it to actually do something. Like that's me. Like, you can see how white I look. I've not had a good bit of sun in a week. This is what like half Irish skin does to you. So back into squatting today. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. You know, with people who have had COVID before, they say it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks to start feeling back to your old self, like, you know, strength output, power output, cardiovascular wise. I'll probably have some sort of triple today. I haven't checked my program, but gonna go in there, hit it. I'm actually like really looking forward to it. I'm gonna get on some machine work today, and that's where I'm gonna get a real juicy pump. With the free weight stuff, you know, this is probably the piece of advice I'll give to someone before I've actually trained, is don't worry about too much how much weight's on the bar, but when it gets to those like accessory movements, machine-based movements, that's the word I was looking for, like that's where I'm gonna go hard and get a real sick pump. So I'm gonna hit my 2 laps of the oval with Wiles, and then off to the gym, bit of coaching this morning, come on, and then training. Then I'm going to show you the rest of the day as well, because I'm doing some cool stuff with the gym, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. So squat day today. We've just seen some of my warm-ups, so I'm going to put in the intro. Definitely feel the effects of like 1 week post-COVID, but like with the warm-up stuff, everything feeling like loose, should I say? Like I'm not feeling stiff anywhere. And if you're going to remember one thing about warming up, you always want to look, like I look for 2 things. I'm picking exercises that replicate the range that I'm trying to work within that day. So you would have seen like some Spanish squatting, really just helping me stay in a bit more of an upright position, getting my knees over my toes, sinking really deep into my hips, just warming up, you know, the joints, taking through a greater range of motion. Really also just keeps that neutral spine for me. And then some forward leaning rows, something that I've been implementing for the past, you know, 6 months or so. For me, someone who gets a lot of like anterior shoulder pain, because I can be a little bit like rounded and hunched over, the forward leaning rows really just help with extension through my thoracic, so I can actually get into an extended position, not have to lift in a flex position. If you're someone who gets a lot of like shoulder pain, like bicep pain, post squatting into benching, it happens with a lot of powerlifters. One thing that has really helped me was being able to like control my spine from like a flex position into an extended position. And I do apologize if it's super loud. We got the guys next door banging. Bailey's pumping the music this morning. He's squatting as well. But I believe I've got like an RPE 7 today. Something like, not a true RPE 7 for me, because obviously the COVID effects, but I woke up to something that feels about a 7 for a triple, I believe. And then, haven't even looked at my accessories yet, but we'll deal with that one later. So, knee sleeves are on. Get under the bar, see how it feels.
Feel shit, and I don't feel that shit, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth, nigga. My actions being louder than my words, nigga. How you so high but still so down to earth, nigga. Niggas won't do it, we can do it on their turf, nigga. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the bitches out here holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some shit that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm...
So just about to hit 175. Just been working up in like sets of 2 because I got a triple today. Everything's actually feeling pretty good, to be honest with you. I reckon what will happen though is I'll hit somewhere between 175 and 190. Like I hit the 175 for a double, see how that feels. I know I'll be able to go above that today, but somewhere between 180 to 190 then. And then I think I'll die in the arse. That's where I think everything will catch up to me. I'm sweating a lot and it's meant to be winter and it's actually pretty chilly in here, but it does get hot in here. So one of the biggest things for me in my training at the moment is staying hydrated. I mean, I can literally go from when I wake up in the morning at 6 through till 3, 4 o'clock when I start coaching the crew, and I'm like, fuck, if I actually had any water today, I just don't drink much water. But I know it really affects my training, so my goal is to drink 3.5 to 4 liters a day. Normally I'll get for about 1.5 liters, 2 liters during training, but can't really count that too much because it's just putting water in that I've lost. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the 175 now, see how that feels. It's on the bar, and then go from there. So 175 is actually probably a little bit better than what I expected in terms of like feeling the weight on my back. Before COVID, I did 200 for a triple, just getting back into squatting again. Like something I should have mentioned, I haven't been squatting really or consistently for over 12 months now. In the 12 months I've probably squatted 5-6 times. And that's just because I was dealing with like shoulder pain, working a lot on my bench press. So I've been doing a lot of lower body exercises still, but just replacing with like safety bar and hack squat and stuff. So not last week before was like a 200. So I want to go somewhere close to that today, getting as close as I can, so I can just kind of pick up on everything as COVID starts to wear off. I've heard it takes 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll go 185 today. I've actually realized I've got a double. It says double RPE 6. I think a double RPE 6 at 185 will be fine. Because the main lift's the one I really want to tackle today. Really just want to really nail that, feel good about that main lift. And then if I need to with the accessories, I can deload it a little bit. That's kind of what my coach has got me on. Looks like he's got me on deload for this week. Like no RPEs really above a 6 apart from leg extensions at the end. That's an 8. Everything else is a 6, so everything will be pretty cruisy. But I really just want to get as close as I can to this 200 today. And then maybe hit it next week if the effects feel better. The one main thing, I suppose, I always think when I go into a session, especially when I don't feel great, when I feel like shit or this COVID stuff, I never tell myself it's going to be a shit session or I have to go easy or anything like that until I'm actually in the session, until I'm warming up, until I've got like weight on my back or weight over my face and I'm benching. I'll always judge the session based on how it feels as I'm getting close to those numbers. So 185 for a double today will be good. It'll move very, very well. Body's feeling good. I'm actually not feeling too fatigued, a little bit bunged up, but staying hydrated and ready to fucking hit the 185 and move on. Shaking so much with that. Holy shit. So I just finished my first set of back offs after the 185. 185 actually surprisingly went really well. Weight moved very comfortably on video anyway. I felt like my hips and a lot of my hamstrings were just shaking like a leaf during it. I don't know, but that's down to the effects of just COVID. But the weight didn't feel heavy on my back. This here is what training is like, should be like. It's not pretty. It's fucking hard work. So I'm very happy with the 185 today. I reckon I'll have 200 in me again next week and then get back to where I was with the 200 and start to push on. Then I had back offs, started 155, took them a little bit lighter than what I did the week before I had COVID. That was 165, I'm doing 155 today. Probably jump to it again next week and then again kick on, give myself the time. And that's the thing with, I suppose a lesson to beginner, intermediate lifters is don't always feel rushed to get back into lifting the weights that you were before like a cold or having some time off. You know, one of the best questions I was asked, I was asked by an old coach of mine, Thomas Lilly. He said, when do you plan on stopping training? I was like, never. And he was like, well, you've got heaps of time then, you know what I mean? So I know it's very, you know, almost hits the ego a little bit to have to pull back for a week or two, but maybe it's just a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, but it doesn't matter because in like 6 weeks time, it won't matter because you'll be ahead again. Rather than if I was to try really smash 200 this week and go back to those numbers I was doing before, I'd probably feel a lot worse for the rest of this week. It would probably affect my bench tomorrow, which could probably then, again, that fatigue would carry over later on in the week to my deadlifts. Then that could carry over to next week into my squats. So kind of have to think more long term rather than just inside that singular session. Like think long term about the rest of your sessions, about your fatigue. So that's what I'm considering this week. I am pretty puffed now. Put that down to fucking doing sixes though. No one likes doing sixes. Staying hydrated, again, my #1 goal at the moment. But if you're enjoying what you're seeing at the moment, like and subscribe. Lots of likes, lots of comments. You know, if you're gonna put a thumbs up, just do like 2 or 3 thumbs up. That'd be lovely. Smash that like button, share with your friends if you found any value in this. But comments hits that algorithm hard. We're all trying to get somewhere in this YouTube game, especially me. You'll probably see, very new to this, so like, subscribe, comment, even if it's something negative. I love the trolls. I'll fucking blast ya. So yeah, on to the rest of the session. I will keep recording the squats. Then I got a little bit of back work, I believe, and then leg extensions, juicy quad pump to finish off with.
Headed for it, yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. The shit a motherfucking layup. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been cooking with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the fuck them niggas is, boy? OVO, man, we really with the shits, boy. Yeah, really with the shits. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. Fuck all that Drake, you gotta chill shit. I be on my little mouse drill shit. Fuck all that rap to pay your bill shit. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill shit. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch that shit, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my nigga, oh Lord. Got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it.
So squats all done. I swear, right, the hardest part of that whole session was unloading the barbell. Completely soaked through my t-shirt. Like, it's meant to be winter, but it's fucking hot. It's hot in the belt. It's fucked. So also just realized that it's not back work and then leg extensions I have. It's actually stiff leg barbell RDLs at an RP6. So I'll work up to something like 120 today, and I'm actually gonna superset it with the leg extensions. Just run out a bit of time before some coaching calls today. Got a few people applying to come work with Black Dam, which is always good. So if you're someone who wants to come train at Black Dam or online, do have availability, but you have to smash that like, subscribe, hit a comment in there saying coaching, then we'll see, then I'll get in touch with you. Yeah, we still got a couple of spots open, mainly for online, a couple for in person at the moment, either with myself or Big Bells. But yeah, I'm just gonna crack on with these RDLs. Mainly just go for a pump. I'm gonna get a real nice stretch out of my hamstrings. I love hinging. If you're someone who's not hinging at least twice a week, then you're losing. You definitely need to be hinging in some form of another barbell, dumbbell, fucking good mornings, also a good one. So I'm gonna crack on with the rest of the session. Hit this as a superset. Carrying a little bit of extra fluff at the moment. I'm gonna just about start, or started today, a 4-week aggressive cut, just to get rid of some of that excess fluff. So you're gonna see a little bit of a chubby jack. But here we go. I'm not even fully recovered, but I'm just still gonna hit it.
I'm just here for the bucks and the billies, nigga. Don't make me kill one of the ghosts for it. I run this shit, they like go for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn nigga, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounding like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready. Fuck that, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you niggas and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real shit. 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Real quick, real fucking quick, nigga. 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real shit. 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Real quick, real fucking quick, nigga.
So training's done. Just been laying down for 20 minutes. Fuck. It's good to be back. It feels good to be back training. A week off, man. I tried to do some training last week. I think I got 3 rounds of 20 banded squats and 20 push-ups, and then I slept for like 4 hours or 5 hours last week. So to be able to hit the 185 for double on squats, cut very comfortably, the back off sets of 6. I ended up supersetting the stiff leg deadlifts, which fucking, by that 3rd set, my right hammy was cramping, something chronic. So keeping up with me water intake, finished me 1.5 litre. And here is a hack actually. People, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but drinking soda water during your session, it's a game changer. I just forgot to bring my cordial. Normally I'd mix lime cordial in with this. Game changer, just keeps you running throughout the whole session. But that's it, so I got a couple of consult calls in about 15, and then I've got some other stuff to do with the gym today. I'm gonna record what I'm doing there. I've gotta go get Big Jack basically a microphone stand. It's a boom arm. Got to go get him a boom arm because last week on the podcast, we got a podcast tomorrow. Big Jack's my new co-host. He had the phone like here, and you can just hear him breathing into it, or he fucking burps. So and then I'm looking to get something to fill the back wall up there, so you see like how wide it is and how it just kind of glares. I want to get some sort of textured material, like I'm going to go have a look at like Bunnings and a few other places. I checked with a few places. I was thinking maybe some like dark wood to go all the way across that back wall. It's probably about 20 meters up, and then I'll probably need about 2.5, 3 meters up, maybe 4 meters. So it's going to sting the pockets a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So tomorrow I am going to be hitting bench, but I'll record that then. So for the rest of the day, couple of consult calls, lifters reviews, stuff for in the gym, stuff for the podcast, coaching, go home and play Conan Exiles, because by then I would have deserved it. And then I'll actually probably try to find some time to edit up these videos as well. But hope you enjoyed. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, hit in the comments, anything that you liked, anything you want to see, anything you didn't like, just comment in there, get that up, get me in the algorithm before I can start getting up the algorithm.